I believe in the Reagan view that the role of government is to do things for people which they cannot do for themselves. Government does not solve problems, it subsidizes them. For evidence, look at Baltimore or any place where socialist Democrats have been in control for years. We need someone in Congress who looks after the interests of our own district, not Ms. Omar, who's more concerned with being a self-promoting, anti-President Trump national celebrity. It is time we send Ms. Omar packing, along with a pro-socialist, pro-open border, anti-Israel, anti-Second Amendment, anti-personal freedom, anti-American sovereignty, anti-American security agenda. I am asking for your support to get this job done. I'm Lacy Johnson, and I approve this message. I live in one of the poor districts in the state of Minnesota. In fact, probably it's the poorest. And I've been living here for almost 4 decades. The issues facing the people in the community, the people of color, and the poor people in the community are not getting any better. They're getting worse. We keep sending liberal Democrats to Congress and to all the various government offices. And I think there's a direct connection between us sending them there, the philosophy, methods, and programs of liberal Democrats, and the fact that these situations keep getting worse. She was not the best candidate within the Democratic Party for that particular office. Given that Democrats, they're into this identity politics, and she checked all the boxes that they wanted to send a message to the country and to send their anti-Trump message to the country. She was a Muslim, she was an immigrant, she was a female, and she was a person of color. And so she had more checks than other people, even though they were more qualified. I tell people she's really not ready for prime time, and she was brought up in a very anti-Israel, anti-Jewish environment, and she was brought up in a culture that do things a little different sometimes, and so it's going to be a challenge for her to do what she needs to do, if ever, and I don't think she can, to represent our district effectively.
Do you have any comment on these latest allegations about her potentially misusing congressional donations, funds to carry on an affair, has been alleged in these divorce papers here in Washington?
Your private life becomes your public life. That when you start doing things like that in your private life, whether illegal or immoral or whatever, it affects your ability to get things done for your constituents. And that's what I see happening here, just bad choices, bad decisions all the way around. So I'm just totally against it. I think it's disgusting if it's true. And once again, just another reason she deserved to be given her walking papers and leave Congress.
President Donald Trump has called on her to resign after remarks many viewed as anti-Semitic. And on Twitter, she's accused the president of racism. But on Capitol Hill, freshman Congresswoman Ilhan Omar is in no mood to talk about any of it.
The president said that you should resign and the vice president said you should be held accountable for your views. Can you respond to that?
No, thank you.
This morning you said the president trafficked.
What is wrong with you?
Question about your tweet. You had a tweet saying the president trafficked in hate.
Yes, I tweeted. There's a response. You can run that and have a nice day.
Ilhan Omar by possibly marrying her brother? Tax fraud?
Well, there's a lot of talk about the fact that she was married to her brother. I know nothing about it. I hear she was married to her brother. You're asking me a question about it. I don't know, but I'm sure that somebody would be looking at that.